fourth time.
All right. Welcome back to PokeDads MetaCall. Today, Rick and I are going to go over the European International Championships. Start it all off, Rick. How are you?
I'm great, man. How are you?
I am fantastic. I am ready to dive into how this meta shook out, and everyone was wrong, and if you thought you were right, then you must have been playing in it.
And if everyone listened to last week, we both said Bears, right? We both said Bears last week.
Yeah,
as the only ones that called correctly.
Yeah, the Fusion Strike Bear. That's the one that we predicted.
Son of a bee!
Yeah, I know. But there was a deck that made it up into the ranks of, you know, this massive top cut in this huge tournament, and neither of us thought that was going to happen. So let's go take a look at the first place list, which is Urshifu Moltres.
For Gustavo.
Yeah.
First off, man, let's give a congratulations to this young lad winning back-to-back EUICs. That's insane. This is the second one this season that someone that won the previous regional won it again. So that's 2 so far this season. It's incredible.
Bonkers. Absolutely nuts. And this list is something else. This is not an Urshifu list that we've ever seen in any limitless format or anything like that. This is a marathon deck. This is a best of 3 IRL deck. And there's some spicy tech in here, man. I'll let you kick it off and tell me what you see.
Well, it will hands down is the one of Pierce. It's
Yes.
insane. If people remember, it's you could grab a dark energy and a dark Pokemon. It's insane.
You can grab any energy.
Any energy. My bad. So even Rapid Strike energy. It's incredible. It's so good.
Yeah, no, it's super sick. And you play a Crobat, 2 baby Galarian Moltres, as well as a Galarian Moltres V. So Piers is a great card if you need to go search out those things. And it doesn't play the Octillery, so finding that Rapid Strike energy is incredibly important.
Most definitely.
Yeah, so Piers and Sonya, both in a championship deck. People are going to think it's a meme when they're buying this deck on like one of those pre-mades with the signature on it and stuff. They're going to think it's a meme. No quick shooting Inteleon either, which I thought was peculiar. But other than that, great list. Go Bears. And we're going to move on to the Cotton Ball.
Whimsicott. Jinx, you owe me a Coke, bro. And shout out to Pokedad Nation and me getting it on my first try. I think it's there. Whimsicott is there to stay. I can say it. It's a good time.
Yeah, you nailed it. And just based on the late night results, too, it looks like Whimsicott's here to stay, too, in terms of the deck. Super powerful, denying special energy in a format that really, really likes its double turbo energy as well as rapid strike energy. Really, really busted deck. Heavy energy denial engine with Crushing Hammer and Fan of Waves. What else in this list stands out to you, man?
Experience share.
So sick. So sick. Another one of those, like, that's not in a championship deck, but it is.
I know. For a reminder, experience share is if it's attached, it's a tool card attached to one of your Pokemon. When it's knocked out, you can take 1 energy and attach it to another Pokemon. It's sick. It's good. We probably haven't seen this used since early days of Eternatus, because when people were trying to rock the whole VMAX with 2 energies, it was a good way to get knocked out and put it right back on another Eternatus, because at that time, Dark Pokemon didn't have any acceleration. So.
Yep. Then they do now with the bird that we saw plenty of this weekend.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then other than that, I love seeing the Peony that allows you to go grab 2 trainer cards out of your deck and then discard your entire hand. You're grabbing like a Tool Scrapper and a Fog Crystal or 2 Crushing Hammers and then drawing into a new hand of 5 with Beaveril. Super spicy. That's pretty sick. Especially.
And it's also, It's also Pokedad Aaron approval, because since you showed him that card since Chilling Rain, that's all he plays. He's like, I got to add 6 of these in my deck. And I'd be like, you only can play 4. And he's like, we'll play 6.
Yeah, we're playing Pal Pad. We're going to shuffle them back in. Yeah.
Pokedad.
No, 2 Avery, so it's the least bit concerned about the Mew matchup as well as the Malamar matchup. It's a busted deck, man. It's really cool to see Frank pilot this to second place. EUIC. Words are hard. Well, letters are hard. Words are easy.
But we gotta give a shout out to Frank. What an amazing dude, making all the way to the finals. He's a great person. He was at Full Grip Games in Ohio in February. I did not get a chance to speak to him, but one of the nicest dudes I've heard, and even on Twitter you see all the love. It just sucks that the dude couldn't draw in the finals. That was it. He couldn't get a turn 2 attack off if he wanted to.
At the end of the day, it is still a deck that is based, or I guess a game that is based on luck. So it was humbling to see that on stream, but man, I would have liked to see this Whimsicott deck pilot at high function, especially against something that was basically weak to it.
I know, as silly as the bear is, for sure.
Silly bears. And then we're going to go take a look at Pedro Torres's pretty spicy Urshifu list, and a very high-quality photo at that, too. I like that it plays the Gossifleur and Eldegoss in it, that from Fusion Strike, that allows you to go grab 2 basic energy and put them into your hand. This sets up the Baby Galarian Moltres V very well, and if you're in a drought for energy, this digs it out for you. So pretty spicy, and the Gossifleur also has the Call for Family attack, which is not a terrible start.
This is pretty close, probably to the deck that has the most one of in the whole tournament.
Yeah,
it's literally like so many one-offs. They're like, here's a one-off, here's a one-off, here's a one-off.
Yep. High Pokemon search in the form of Evolution Incense, Level Ball, and Quick Ball, and then being able to reuse the Scoop Up Net on your Shady Dealing line is super important. I really like this list. I know.
Should we talk about that Eldegoss though? My goodness.
Yeah, I mean, it's spicy being able to trigger that Malevolent charge just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And they play the Clara too, so you can kind of double dip, if you will. I like the spicy Metacham. There was a time on stream where they swung with Hoopa into Meloetta and missed it by 20 because of the Oricorio. Yep. And they were able to Yoga Loop the Meloetta because it's placing damage counters, and then just make a full-fledged swing into a Mew, and it was super busted. I love it.
Think of the situation you're in at that point. You're like, you try to go, you swing in, and you're like, oh shit, and then go for the knockout, and then deep down you're just laughing on the inside. You're like, no, it's all according to plan. I'm getting 2 turns off, bro. Yeah,
exactly. I might have whiffed this one, but I'll get you twice. Yeah, no, fantastic. Super well deserved. Does play the Octillery, so you don't see any spicy peers in this list. But
no need to.
Very cool, very sick to watch on stream. And we'll go ahead and look at the only Mew that made it into top 8? Yeah?
Well, yeah, in the top 8, yes.
Busted. Straight busted.
Is it? Is it really busted? It's a typical mill.
They changed one card. It's busted. It broke the format.
Punkaboo, here we go.
All right, Rick, what stands out to you in this list, buddy?
Well, we got the Punkaboo in there to remove any kind of stadium, which is, kind of... especially Mew when it needs 4 Genesects and 2 Mews out there, to put that in place to take up a bench space is, I don't know, this kind of takes some balls to do that, but I understand what they're going through because they're only playing 2 other stadiums outside of that. So, they got 3 to try to get rid of those paths when they need to. But hey, it worked. This guy has no championship or regional experience. He just jumped into one of the biggest events in Pokemon and topped for it. It's insane. The dude is insane.
Yeah, no, what a marathon to run too with no previous IRL experience. That's insane. So my hat's off to you for that, but also play something else. Maybe you won.
Maybe. I kind of want to know where his head, how his head felt. I remember going up and going just back in Ohio, and after 3 matches, my brain started feeling weird because it's just a little different compared to playing on PTCGO. And then in real life, this guy's like, let's just go. Probably after day 2, he's just like, I don't know. Good thing this deck is easy to pilot.
Yeah, either that or he was this isn't normal. People don't play this much Pokemon. Come on. I thought that this was a real thing. I was ready for this.
For sure.
Just born with the endurance. And then we'll go look at Tord's list. And again, plays the spicy Metacham. Love to see it. And other than that, it's a lot like Robin's list from Liverpool, if you will.
For sure.
Plays so much tech, if you will. in terms of the Manaphy, on top of also having the Octillery for the Rapid Strike Search, the Hoopa for the Meloetta trade, the Snorlax for just basic setup needs in general. And the only thing really consistent about it, again, is the Pokemon search. Heavy Quick Ball, heavy Evolution Incense, and heavy Level Ball. And 2 Sonya! 2 Sonya!
Not 1, but 2!
2! Again, one of those things where you're not going to believe there was a Sonya in a championship deck. I thought those were only in theme decks.
I like it too because, he was just like, I'm just going to add this because you look, he has full art trainers on all of them, but 2 Sonyas. He's like, no, I didn't expect to do this.
Right. Oh, man. But super cool. Tord is one of those like legendary deck builders on, multiple social media platforms like Channel Fireball, where you just see the spiciest tech. I think this is the only Urshifu list that played a Peonia, to be able to see all of the resources that Tord had available to him early or mid game. So GG's, super sick to see another Urshifu deck rise to greatness. I said dick. I did.
You did. Hold on,
yeah.
real quick though. Hold on. One thing, it's cool that he started off day 1 on the stream, but shitty that he wasn't in the top 8 to be streamed. Like,
Yeah.
Your guy, one of the biggest names, who was trying to win his 4th biggest regional championship, whatever, and you don't even get to see him lose, which it was Kevin. So Frank. I don't know why I said Kevin. My brain's not there. But Winston was like, nah, I got you, man. You play down some bears. It was a good time.
Nope, for sure. And, GG to have such a hot day 1. Unfortunately, the day 2 wasn't as fun. I ID'd twice with the Sylveon list, though, and I am beyond excited to talk about this Sylveon list. This thing is so spicy. Basically, if it has an evolution, you play 2 Vs and 1 V Max, and there's 2 RCSVs and 2 RCSV Star, 1 Galarian Moltres V, 2 Octillery, no Shady Dealing line to be found in here whatsoever. This deck is all over the place. It's beautiful.
Even the way he set it up is all over the place. Like the Pokemon's on the right. What are you doing?
That's Germany.
You're taking a picture, man. Put it on the left.
They drive on the wrong side of the road.
or we drive on the wrong side of the road.
If they're driving here, we definitely drive on the wrong side of the road. But other than that, man, super spicy. The one of Judge is always fun. 2 Karina's Focus, which I understand isn't the most optimal draw supporter in this format, but it is searchable with Octillery, which makes it chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss. I see 61 cards though.
Yeah, 4 Quick Ball. What the heck? No, it's the image is featuring the championship Quick Ball, and I had to make a fun mention about that on Twitter. But other than that, it's got the choice belt if you need to hit hard, or the big charm if you're getting hit hard, and 3 VIP pass. I would imagine that be one of those. If you don't have it in your first hand, you're definitely crow-batting that turn to go get it. So,
for the love of God, yes.
It's because you don't want those late game. It was sad to see it kind of flop in the final, but it was so sick to see a Sylveon deck make it all the way to top 8. That's busted.
It is, and it's just, and Sylveon's a good card. We all knew that, even especially going back when Sylveon was having a little, like a little peak in power. If people don't forget, Sylveon's VMAX's attack is. It does an additional damage for every Pokemon type you have on your bench. So hence why we have all these different Pokemon out there. So it's fun, man. It's fun. Plus the guts. It has the character rare arts from Brilliant Stars, which are just beautiful. It's just flipping beautiful, man.
Yeah, I believe fabulous is the term that I categorized it as previously.
Fabulous.
Fabulous indeed. We'll go take a gander at Isaiah Bradner's list, and this thing is not quite as all over the place. This thing is almost what I would refer to as wildly consistent. You're playing 4 Sobble, 4 Drizzile, which a lot of people were teching out that Drizzile for that extra space. You one of Quick Shooting Inteleon as well as Shady Dealings Inteleon, and 2 Celebrations Mew as well as a Passimian. Yep. This thing is born to rapid flow. That's what this deck is all about. It does play the baby Galarian Moltres. No Galarian Moltres V in this list. No two prize liabilities here. If you either go through an Urshifu or you accidentally start Metacham.
Accidentally. I'm actually happy that this is that we have this deck list now, because I'm going to be honest with you, listeners. This is our fourth take. We had a really good recording last night, and
We did.
We lost, or I'll just say it. Drew's audio didn't record. So if you think like I sound smarter in this episode, is because this is my fourth time going through the list, and I know what Drew's going to say to me, and I'm like, yeah. So I cheated. I cheated everybody.
He did. Hats off though. He played phenomenal. GG's.
I know, and I do like the Mew tech though. That was super surprising. Especially you've seen a lot of these decks playing Snorlax lately, just for that turn 1 revamp, 7 cards back in your hand, and it's great. We know that eventually this Mew card is going to see more play, especially after the Shady Dealings leaves at the end of the summer. They're already on it. They're like, why not? Let's use Shady Dealing and Muse to grab what cards I need to grab. And
yeah, and it's kind of a callback to the old Jirachi list that we had in the format where, if you get knocked out or you find yourself in the act of needing some stuff, just send it up there and go grab some trainers. But Muse is a little different. You do need to grab items. I would imagine in most cases it's just to go grab Level Ball to reutilize Shady Dealings or a Scoop Up Net to do the same.
Exactly. And it's the top 6 cards, right? Instead of 5 that Jirachi had? Was that the one difference also?
That is a question, unfortunately, I cannot answer because the text is covered and I don't actually have any of those on hand.
I am sorry for putting you on the spot. You're still a great player, I promise. Okay.
Thanks. I appreciate you. Just not a great reader. Other than that, super sick Urshifu list. I know it's crazy. We talked a lot about bears in this, but there was a lot of bears in the top 8. And then the last list, this one is super spicy, and I'm so sad we didn't get to see more play. But the play that I did get to see out of it, this wonderful Arceus Mustard Beedrill list is straight busted. There's nothing else in here other than a Zigzagoon, some Shady Dealings, an Arceus, and a B. Like, cut and dry. No fun Sandaconda, no Zapdos. It's just
no. It's forcing your
Arceus
opponent
Beedrill.
to be cautious of what they play. Whatever energies they're going to try to mess with you, you put down the special energy. The Beedrill is going to do its thing. What really hurt, and it's so weird to say, is it just had some bad luck when it got to day 2, and because it's good, man. And I love me some Beedrill. Don't get me wrong.
It had a lot of bears to play against, so it didn't really have a good matchup to begin with. Because as soon as that special energy's on it's off of it because you get rapid flowed.
Yeah. Oh! You put a special in. Oh.
Yeah. Gale thrust me. I dare you.
Yeah. I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah. No, it's super duper cool. It's straight Arceus Beedrill. I'm very excited to play this list in person because this thing has me so hyped. It even plays the Sharon's Care, so you can't two-shot any of the Arceus, at least early game. Busted.
Yeah. It's busted. I just love seeing some grass energy too, and look at the style of those energies, man. It's the best energies ever in that format.
Yeah, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, let's go.
Let's go.
It's cool. So I mean, now you've got some ideas to wrap your head around for Indie, man. You excited? What are you gonna play? Pick 2 decks. I'm not playing an Indie, so I'll let you have all the fun.
I know. Pick two decks. I still think. Yeah, you're gonna play bears. Make sure everyone else plays Manaphy. All right, make sure you do that. Get that up situated. And with all this dark running around, baby stuff, don't close your eyes on Leafeon. Maybe some grass will make a comeback just before whatever is going on. And weakness boxes are fun too. I'm actually in the middle of dealing with Drew's weakness box I'm playing and good old Leafeon. So I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. I'm still nervous, still getting games in, and one day at a time I'll make a big decision over the weekend of what I'm playing, and then I'm just gonna start going on 15-game win streaks.
Heck yeah. Well, we look forward to seeing what your decision is, and thanks again for joining me on the MetaCall as per usual.
Oh yeah, it's my pleasure. I love being here. I love making this thing work. Just real quick for PokeDads this week, Drew will not be in. It's his anniversary with his beautiful wife, and so Pokedad Adam and Pokedad Aaron will be joining me to talk all things psychic this week. So Pokedad Adam wanted to make sure that we talk about the Mewtwo from Billion Stars because it's the best Mewtwo ever printed, as a LOL joke. So I look forward
make sure you
to
talk
that.
about Sylveon.
Talk about Sylveon. Oh, that's great. And somehow your camera is disabled due to slow internet connection. Just to let you know, Drew.
All right. Well, I am gonna leave you guys with that. I'm Pokedad Intern Drew.
And I'm Pokedad Rick.
Deuces.
Bye.